We had a lot of breaking headlines this week, one of which was a rumor about who is going to be joining the cast of Real Housewives of New York Legacy. Again, shout out to Dumois, always giving us the Bravo tea. What their post is rumoring is that the cast will consist of Sonia, Luann, Jill, Dorinda, Kelly, and Tinsley. First impression.
I'm definitely watching.
Duh.
You know, there's a couple that I could do without, I think.
Tinsley.
I'm just not sure Tins is quite legacy ready. I'm not sure that she's at that level. Same with Kelly Ben-Simone. I just don't know that they've been around long enough to earn that legacy title.
I hear you, and I agree with you. But if you think about some of these viral Real Housewives of New York moments that we still talk about to this day, they're involved. Scary Island, Kelly Ben-Simone, Jelly Beans.
Go to sleep! Go to sleep! You're crazy! Go to sleep!
No, don't be mean to her.
That will live on forever.
In infamy.
Tinsley crying over seeing her frozen eggs in a picture on her cell phone, and also falling to the floor when Scott comes and visits her.
I was going to say, Tinsley crying when she sees her eggs. Tinsley crying when she sees Scott. Tinsley crying in her circus
At the
makeup
circus.
with the red rosy cheeks. Just basically Tinsley crying.
They do bring some iconic moments, so
No,
maybe
you're
that's
right.
the
You're
reasoning
right.
behind it.
I'm a little worried for Tinsley though, because Dorinda has been so nasty to her.
The vile turkey baster comment when women who cannot get pregnant and the infertility
are you having problem getting pregnant?
Frankly, I'm surprised Dorinda's back. I don't know that she has earned her way off pause. We all had a lot of fun in the Berkshires with the Ultimate Girls Trip, but Dorinda has definitely not understood why she was put on pause in the first place. So I feel like she's being rewarded for plain mean behavior. And it's like, listen, our housewives need to bring conflict, but I don't like it when you're just mean to someone. And Dorinda does that. I'm worried for Tinsley. I hope she has a good ally this season.
I'm also worried for Tinsley, but I'm all for Dorinda coming back. I need her
interesting.
back on my TV. Ultimate Girls Trip 2. Yes, she's a mean drunk, but do I love watching it? Also, yes. I mean, I just love watching her when she starts to slur.
You just broke your glass in front of me.
Oh, I did get a mugshot over it.
And she starts to come for the women.
Do you hear me?
Okay. She hears you.
Fine.
Do you hear me?
She's starting.
She's starting.
You fool.
Like I get like a little thrill out of it and I vocally laugh. It brings me joy. I'm sure it doesn't bring the women joy in the moment, but at least it brings me joy. I'm happy that Dorinda's coming back. And I actually posted a few months ago during Ultimate Girls Trip that I wanted Jill and Dorinda to come back on Legacy and kind of reignite the feud that they started on Ultimate Girls Trip. And it looks like that may happen. So I was really living for that.
You are the queen of manifestation. Like, what books are you reading? What crystals are you holding? I need them.
This is it. All you need is a glass of wine.
A couple of fan favorites who are missing from this lineup. The first being Miss Ramona Singer. I think it's pretty shocking that she's not in this legacy group. You know, she has obviously been a major part of RHONY from the beginning. We have been on the Ramona coaster with her for many years. Sonia, Luann, and Ramona, they've been through so much together. And so to not have Ramona there, it just feels like a huge gap, like gaping hole. On the other hand, she was pretty awful last season.
No, I agree. I feel like Ramona is legacy. I kind of hope this rumor maybe isn't all the way true because, okay, it hasn't been officially announced yet. And I'd like to think that maybe Bravo releases these rumors to get fans' reactions, you know? On an account like Dumois, they have millions of followers. And so if they post something, Bravo is going to be able to see the fan reaction. And I feel like although people, of course, find Ramona problematic, there's also a lot of people coming to bat for her, wanting her to come back because she is Real Housewives of New York. She is the OG.
I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. I think there is still a chance, especially because we did have Ramona on an Ultimate Girls Trip. And so, you know, I don't think that her and Bravo have cut ties. I think she very much still has her foot in the door. So you're right. I wouldn't be surprised if we do end up seeing her on Legacy. And I kind of hope we do.
I hope we do too. But somebody who has their foot out the door and definitely isn't coming back is Bethany. I still don't know why people think that they're like, oh, no, Bethany. No, Bethany's not coming back. She's moved on. She has a multi-million-dollar business empire. She's good.
Everyone still very much wants to make Bethany happen. And she's made it very clear she's not coming back. And that's okay. I think she had a great run, then left, and then came back and gave us another great run. We need to let her rest in peace.
R.I.P. Bethany.
R.I.P. Bethany.
In addition to Legacy, we also got a casting announcement about the Real Housewives of New York reboot, which is going to have an all-new cast. Page 6 exclusively reported that fashion influencer Lizzie Savetsky will be joining the new cast of Real Housewives of New York. She's a mother of 3. She's a wife to a plastic surgeon. What do you think about this? I'm not familiar with her. She does have a lot of followers on Instagram. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with her either. This is the first time that we're getting sort of a spin-off show within one city. So it's definitely uncharted territory that we're in. And I'm curious to see if they'll be able to make it work. If they skew younger with the entire cast, I think it's going to be a different show.
Exactly. It's kind of giving that Real Girlfriends in Paris vibe.
Yeah, Girlfriends in Paris. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Then they also said that they are going after women who have big social media followings. So I don't know. I hope that they get more diverse than that. Like, I don't want to just see 5 influencers on my TV.
Yeah, the internet is not happy with that statement. I don't think that that's what we watch Housewives for. We get enough of that on our Instagram feeds. I don't think we need to see it on our television too. So I'm also in agreement there. I don't want to see 5 fashion influencers pretending to be the Real Housewives of New York.
I did see one, I don't know if it was a rumor or just floating it out there as an idea, that Emily Gellis might be an interesting addition to RHONY. And Emily is the subject of this new podcast that's been really popular lately called Fed Up, about the F Factor diet.
Which is also hosted... Go ahead.
Yeah, it's narrated by one Casey Rose Wilson of Bitch Sesh,
my
who
fave.
we love and adore. Yes, massive Bitch Sesh fans, obviously. If you guys have not listened to that podcast, you need to get over there ASAP. It is a Real Housewives breakdown with her and Danielle Schneider, and they're hilarious. So Casey's narrating this podcast called Fed Up. Of course, I had to listen. And it's definitely interesting. Emily is, you know, a big role in the story. She has like a feud with this diet fiber queen. So we'll see if Emily makes the cut of RHONY, or if she's even interested. I don't know. This was just a fan floating it out there.
Another thing that this article dove into was they had this whole paragraph saying that Bravo found that people weren't responding well to the bickering and fighting on Real Housewives. So that's why they made this change. And
who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who had been saying that?
That's why I watch Housewives, is for the bickering and fighting. Like, I don't think that that's why. You know, if they're referring to last season of RHONY with Ramona and Ebony, then maybe I can see that, because that got a little tense and weird. But honestly, like, these women better bring the bickering and fighting that we know and love from Housewives.
Yeah, it's like, Bravo, have you watched your own shows? Like, you've literally built an entire TV network off of the bickering and fighting of these women.
I'm just going to say that maybe somebody from Page Six just made that up. I'm not sure it's coming from Bravo.
Or it was probably just a very watered down PR statement from Bravo. And, they were referring to this particularly tense last season from RHONY.
Either way, again, I'm going to watch anything Bravo
Of course.
puts out. Even if I really don't like what they're doing with it, I'm still excited.
Exactly. It's like, even when it's bad, it's still pretty good.
You're exactly right.